Aaron is amazing. And we recently had an accident with our trailer and I got onto the phone to him, and within 5 minutes, probably less than 5 minutes, he'd organised a trailer for us to borrow from head office. So we could just continue working, and just having that support. And, we were in a state of shock, and just having someone to call and go, it's hit the fan, what do we do? And pretty amazing in those situations too, which has been great. You wouldn't get that if you were just sort of, independent.
Welcome to the More Than Just Mowing podcast. I'm your host, Joel Cleaver, and this is the official podcast of Jims Mowing. If you didn't know it, it's the world's largest gardening franchise with more than 2,000 franchisees in Australia, New Zealand and Canada. And on the podcast show, we interview franchisees, our franchisors who run the regions and manage the franchisees, and also Jim himself. So there's a lot of broad range of content, and we do encourage you, if you are researching more about Jims Mowing, about what we do, go through those episodes. It will give you a great sense of who we are. So without further delay, here's today's episode. Cool. So I'm joined by Patrick and Annabelle from Jims Mowing, and you're one of our lucky core silver membership winners, which is, I'll get out of the way and I'll point to it on the side there, which is worth around $600, $700. It's 2 free nights at any Accor hotel in Australasia, and it's 50% of the dining bill and all these different things. So that's for being a star franchisee. So thanks for being a part of the Jims group and Jims Mowing and doing a great job. And hopefully you can enjoy a couple of days out on us. First off, I just want to start with, I looked up on the system, you got nearly 100 5-star reviews, which is fantastic, and not one complaint, which is an amazing achievement. So let's just start off with first about what brought you to Jims Mowing in the first place, and how have you found it so far?
Sort of started randomly, really. I used to be a concrete polisher, and was having a pretty sick day. I was pretty frustrated with the boss, and I just thought, that's it, stuff it. Look up Jims Mowing. So I did. That was it. The franchise owner gave us the call a couple of minutes later, and that sort of set the wheels in motion. I gave Annabelle a call later that day. So, by the way, Jims Mowing franchise is going to come past and have a chat with us.
Yeah.
It really.
And why was it Jims Mowing first to your mind?
Look, I was always just working inside, heaps of dust. I thought, fresh air, something I could do. I don't mind lawn mowing. Mowing and gardening, it sort of clears the mind a little bit. And, Jims Mowing sort of has the name. So when I think of mowing, I used to think of Jims first. So I thought, that's it, we'll do that one.
And what about you, Annabelle? What did you think when he was telling you that?
Yeah, no, I wanted him to do something. I wanted him to run his own business, because it really suits his personality. Bit of a control freak, perfectionist, and he wasn't getting that gratification from working for someone else. Wanted to do a really good job and service the customer correctly, and he wasn't being he needed to work for himself. So I was pretty happy, I think. And from a health perspective, from him doing concrete polishing, I was pretty worried about that. So it was really good. And then I joined Pat a year later. So he started
6 months, just before lockdown.
Yeah, so I worked in admin and pastry chef before that, and sort of had my own business. So I always loved running a business, and I sort of decided, I'll come on board. I used to help Pat sort of a couple of days a week anyway, and it sort of just stemmed from there, isn't it? And we've been building ever since. Yeah, it's been such a good work-life balance. So
let's talk about the work-life balance. Do you have a young family or?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got 2 young kids. So we have a 4-year-old daughter and a little 2-year-old boy.
If you're busy.
Very busy. So, it's definitely giving us that flexibility, which has been nice. Especially our little 2-year-old's had some health problems last year, so it sort of allowed us to be around a little bit more with that. So it was
he has epilepsy. So it was great for Pat to be able to sort of go into hospital, look after him, and interchange with me. Just only being able to do that without sort of having the stresses of answering to a boss. And, we just sort of caught up. We're like, we'll just catch up when we can. So it was really good. Yeah.
And you're both working in the field together as well?
Yeah, we are. So Pat does 5, sometimes 6 days, and I do on the tools, and I do 3 days on the tools, and then I do all the bookkeeping and admin we share some of the admin. But I do all the bookkeeping side of things. So it's a really good balance, I think. Yeah, when we have, the 2 kids, so I'll probably work some more days later on, but while they're little, it's nice to be able to sort of have that balance.
Now, when you're working together in the field, who does what? Does someone stay on the edge all day, or what's the balances?
Yeah, pretty right. Annabelle jumps on the skag, mate.
I love it. I just find it so therapeutic. So I absolutely just listen to podcasts all day, and just, I find it very rewarding. But Pat has to be on the whip So right. Like, I'm still practicing. I'm still like over that time that I've been with him, I've had mat leave and, we've just been juggling. And so I still need to sort of upskill. Like I could do hedging now and I, do all the gardening and stuff like that. So we're still working on that. But yeah, you're on the whip.
Now you got to stand on Skag, do you, Patrick? I think I've seen some photos online.
Yeah, we got the stand on Skag. Yes, that's been handy.
Yeah. And what other equipment do you use in your business? What brands?
We've got the mass sport mowers, the Skag, and we use Still, and we've got some Makita.
Yeah, a couple of battery.
Battery things. So.
And do you want to just tell people as well, what services do you provide in your business? Obviously, Jims Mowing it's a lot more than that. So do you want to talk about everything that you guys do?
We mainly do, so you got the mowing, gardening, so all your pruning, all that type of thing. Your weed spray, gutter cleaning.
Yeah. But anything from cleanups, like really big cleanups to maintenance, just anything really, just everything. Yeah.
A lot of jobs, some green waste removal.
Yeah.
Normal rubbish removal.
Yeah, I think that's the rubbish removal thing that I love to harp on because it's some of that people think they just got to get a skip in, whereas our Jims Mowing guys can take a lot of rubbish in those trailers and it's far easier.
That's it, exactly. So down there, grab it and take it out of the tip for them. So it's a lot easier for them, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Now with your business itself, how have you maintained so many good reviews in terms of getting a lot of great reviews? Because you got to realize how to read through them. Your customers love you and you do great work. So what do you guys do?
Look, basically, just like that, customers like to have a chat. We'll always give them time to have a little bit of a chat. Try and build that rapport with them. Sometimes have a little bit of banter with some of them. Just try and get to their level. So try and read the customers, sort of what type of people they are, and just have a chat with them like that. And when it comes to finish the job, always walk around with them, make sure they're happy with everything. If there's something they're not happy with, obviously fix it up before we leave the job. Always make sure we leave when they're happy.
Yeah, same time.
Definitely don't leave.
That's standard every time, and that's what
How did you find the training experience back in 2019?
Yeah, it was really good. I've finally gotten Annabelle to. Annabelle's going to do her training
in a couple of weeks.
I'll meet you there. Yeah,
I did to do that. So just because I didn't do any of that, so right. I'm excited to do that.
Definitely learned a lot with the customer service aspect. That's for sure.
That's good. Well, it's good. It's actually not a bad time to do it when you've been in the business, Annabelle, because I reckon a lot of the stuff you're going to be presented will make a bit more sense to you than what it will new people there. So
yeah, it should be really good. I'm really looking forward to it and really looking forward to taking notes and
No, it should be definitely good. With the business itself though, what's your plan for your business, guys? Do you want to expand, or are you happy with where you are at the moment? Or you're just enjoying the lifestyle aspect, or what do you plan to do?
Look, I think Annabelle wants to expand and possibly put on.
This is an ongoing
an
discussion that we have all the time. Yeah, I guess I don't want Pat to be I don't want him to be pushing mowers around when he's sort of 70. Not there's anything wrong with that, but I just, I want him to be able to sort of step away a little bit with that, but then still have a business that we might be able to pass on to our kids and things like that. That's huge for me. I come from a family, my dad had a business, so I sort of, watch him do that, not Jims Mowing, but something else. But that's really important to me. And I think that, it would be great to be able to have something and to be able to build, because we've built slowly because we have had, another child in that time. So I think, we definitely need to get some more. We're not at that stage yet, but it would be good to have another trailer, just another trailer on the road at the minimum. But Pat's like, I just want to go because we are perfectionists. Not everyone is, so that's going to be really hard. So maybe another 5 years. But at the moment, and we just need to, build a little bit each year, and then that's anything extra is a plus, really.
The biggest problem for our franchisees, as you probably would know, is employees and trying to find good people, and it's very, very tough.
That's it. Yeah, it's trying to find the right people to suit. So
and just the politics and things like that, we won't know about.
Now, in regards to work levels, are you happy with your work levels and the quality of work that's been coming through?
Yeah, it's been really good, especially obviously now it starts to die down, but obviously come spring, summer, it really picks up, which is good. Most of the time we sort of turn the leads off.
Yeah.
Sort of flick them on every now and then if we if I feel like I can fit in a little bit more, we just get absolutely inundated during spring, which is good.
It's unbelievable. It just, I didn't realize the extent of that when Pat first wanted to go in. I was thinking, how are we going to get customers? And is this going to be, a reliable source of income? And it's just blown us. Yeah, it's blown us away, honestly.
All those concerns are very normal, Annabelle. I'm glad you said that, because that's a lot of time when we have partners get involved, or the husband might come back and say, I'm thinking about Jims Mowing, and that's all the common concerns. So it's great to hear. I
think I gave Aaron a franchise or a sort of,
I think
I was like, we bought an existing Jims Mowing, which was a very small scale. And I was sort of like, well, what's this and what's this? And I have my list of questions. Pat's just sitting there probably rolling it. It worked out, so it's fine.
And how's the support been as well from your franchisor?
Yeah, great. So he's always in contact with us pretty often, checking in, seeing how everything's going. If we ever need anything, we can always give him a call. If he doesn't answer, he's going to give us a call in about 5 minutes time.
Aaron is amazing. And we recently had an accident with our trailer, and I got onto the phone to him, and within 5 minutes, probably less than 5 minutes, he'd organised a trailer for us to borrow from head office. So we could just continue working, and just having that support. And, we were in a state of shock, and just having someone to call and go, it's hit the fan. What do we do? And it's pretty amazing in those situations too, which has been great. You wouldn't get that if you were just sort of, independent. You'd be stuck. Yeah.
For sure. And I think I saw a post, or we did a post where are you a firefighter, Patrick?
Yeah, firefighter with CFA.
And how long have you been doing that for?
Coming up to 4 years. So I did that pretty much the same time I started Jims.
Yeah.
And you did a big, how's your charity thing go?
On the 2nd of September. Still trading for it, still raising funds.
And how can people get involved with that? What can they do?
You can jump on the website.
I'll put a link in the description.
It's the Melbourne Firefighter Stair Climb. Basically, we're raising money for the Triple O Foundation, Peter Mac, and Lifeline. It's all really good causes. We'll be climbing 28 flights of stairs in about 5 kilos of gear. So that'll be interesting.
Very interesting, yeah.
Hopefully I don't die, but
We hope you don't. You're sure you'll be right. But why is the CFA important to you? What do you like about the organisation?
Look, it's just sort of something to give back to the community, really. We're sort of usually there sort of people's worst times. So it's just something we can do, something I can do to help people out where I can, really.
Yeah, awesome. And what I was asked, well, have you guys always been local in the area, or?
You grew up in Brighton. I lived in Surrey Hills. And then we to Oakley, and then out to Kilsyth, and then off to Mirrabah, Churnside area.
Nice. And what do you like about the area?
A lot more relaxed. A little bit more quiet. It's definitely much better than closer into the city.
And you got some beautiful properties as well to work on.
Well, that's it. Exactly.
Plenty of work around,
yeah. It's a lot nicer, I feel like. But.
And it's a quick drive to a winery as well, which is nice.
That is handy. Yeah, but get the bus back.
Exactly.
That's it.
Before I leave you anyway, guys, so thank you for joining us after work. Look, any advice for someone maybe who's in your position, Pat and Annabelle, looking into this thing, what would you say to them maybe about looking at, because it can be very scary and you've got all those concerns, I don't know if there's enough work, I don't know if you can do all that sort of stuff. So what would you sort of say to them? What sort of things should they maybe even be looking at or asking, or what sort of things?
I guess the number one thing is, everyone sort of wants to work for themselves and, the glamour of that. I think you have to be realistic about how much hard work it is. You can have as much passion as you want, but you really need to, do the hard work, but also just ask for help where you can, which is great for gyms. There's so many resources there. So just asking for help. Yeah, I guess just, I don't know, what else?
Really?
Yeah,
just
believe.
If you're willing to work, the options are endless, really. There's many avenues to go, and lots of ways to grow the business. So
yeah, that's it.
I just reckon,
we're not
wouldn't hesitate to do it again. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're definitely not experts. We just started from the bare minimum and just did research where we could and just sort of like worked off our strengths as well. I mean, outsourcing is good. Some people outsource bookkeeping. But I don't know, just and learn as much as you can every day. Like, you know, never stop learning, I guess.
That's it. It's a good investment, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Definitely just do it.
Well, it's great to hear it's been good for your family in terms of flexibility and lifestyle, which is generally the most common thing we hear. And money tends to be the secondary thing, which is obviously nice, but that's probably the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Pat was working. You were working like crazy hours doing what you were doing. I was stressed out of my brain doing what I was doing, and we're just different people now. I think I was still stressed from owning a business. But control over that, we can fix the problem. So. Yeah, it's been amazing for sort of like our mental health and stuff as well. I think that's a huge plus, yeah.
Well, I think that's an important thing. I'm glad you said the mental health stuff because I think that's something I'm sort of hearing a lot more now at these interviews where mental health for people is improving a lot from doing this. You'd have to say, just before I go, you'd have to say how much you earn, but are you happy with what you're making at the moment?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think we are definitely, like we're definitely building. As I said before, like we sort of check every year how we're going year on year, and yeah, we are happy with where we're at the moment. And
definitely happy with that. End of the day, like I said, as long as we can pay the bills, pay the mortgage, and have some money left over, I'm happy.
That's it. And we've only been going like 4 years this December. So yeah, happy where it is at the moment. And yeah.
Well, I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And Jim will be happy to meet you as well. Annabelle, you coming along, Patrick, as well? Or is it just Annabelle to training?
Yes, Annabelle. I might pop her and
For the lunch.
That's the best bit, isn't it?
Out doing all the work, and I'm just going to sit there and take notes.
Yeah, well, hopefully you come in and say good day to Jim and obviously Annabelle. Jim will be happy to meet you. Please let him know you're a current franchisee already working. I think that will quite impressive to see that you come along to training. So we love hearing those sorts of stories. And yeah, no, thank you very much for your time. And we'll get that core membership to you. It takes around 5 business days to come. I think I'm pointing the wrong way. And basically when you get that, don't delete the email, just create the account and you'll get sent that one out in the mail. And yeah, two nights out on the Jims group for being Start franchisee. So thank you very much for your time. So we appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. All right, see ya. Thank you for listening to the episode of the More Than Just Mowing podcast by Jims Mowing. If you do need help with your local gardening expert, please give us a call on 131 546 for Australia, 0800 454 654 for New Zealand, or head to jimsmowing.com.au or jimsmowing.co.nz. If you liked what you heard, please make sure to leave us a review as well, wherever you consume your podcast. We appreciate your support. And until next episode, we hope you have a great week.